Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Is300Q, also known as Judo Q. Today we're going to be doing a video of my 2001 Lexus Is300. This is going to be a fresh new build that I'm actually starting. We're going to be doing an Aristo 2JZ GTE swap in here, also a T56 transmission from Granis Racing with the McLeod twin disc clutch. And a whole bunch of other stuff. I got a Figs suspension upgrade coming, their complete Is300 refresh kit. We also have some stuff that we're doing to the rear subframe, my son and I, powder coating, a complete brake upgrade. Lots of work coming to this car. Don't want to ramble on. Today what this video is about is we're going to actually be doing the battery relocation to the trunk, as well as the ABS relocation in this car. So this video is going to be focusing on that, and then we'll have some other videos if you follow, if you want to go ahead and follow my build with pretty much everything that we're going to be doing to this car, start to finish. I am actually the second owner of this car. It is a clean title 2001 Lexus Is300, so it's bone stock. There isn't anything at all done to it. And by the time we're finished with it, it's going to be I mean, not bragging or anything like that, it's going to be a pretty fucking bad car. Everything that I'm going to be doing to it, we're going to be using quality parts, quality build. I'm going to be putting a lot of time into this car. It's going to be a build that I'm going to be doing with myself and my son, Noah JZ. He'll be doing also some videos and posts on it, so if you want to follow him. Right now, the focus is to try to get this as done as possible, much done to this car as possible before Supers in Vegas. I got my buddy Rob, huge shout out to Rob from Sideways Performance. It's going to actually be putting the motor and the transmission and doing a lot of work to this car also for me, so he's going to be getting hands in on it too. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people, well, I don't want to say a lot of people, myself, Noah, and then the whole Sideways family involved with this build. Not saying it's all going to be done by Supers in Vegas, probably not. I mean, what car is ever really finished? Come on, right guys? We set a goal and say, hey, we're going to do this, and that, and then before we know it, we end up doing all sorts of other shit to it. We're never really done, but yeah, so we'll get as much done as possible. So follow the build, stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and start ripping this thing apart. Noah's going to be going around and just kind of showing you guys where we're at. We're going to pop the hood now and show you guys the stock. Look at that. Every Lexus does this shit. So we're gonna be we're gonna be fixing this too. We'll be doing some cool stuff to kind of address that. Gotta love that. I got it backward. Make sure you cut that out. All right. Anyways. So here we are right here. This is a stock engine. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, again, done to this. Right now we're going to be taking this battery and moving it to the trunk. I got a pretty cool, actually, battery relocation kit from one of the local shops here in the area. I'm sure you can get something similar off of Jegs. I actually had mine in my Is300. I had another 2001 Is300. I was the second owner of, also 80,000 original miles. Unfortunately, long story short, ended up crashing the car, so we're taking a lot of parts off that. I'm going to be putting it onto this one. Yeah, so here's where the battery is going to be going. I'm thinking I'm going to probably mount it somewhere over here, but we'll see. As you can see right now, everything's stock. And if you guys stay tuned, you'll check out how we're going to be doing it. But yeah, go ahead and spin around the car, Noah, show everyone what the car looks like now. And again, follow the other videos and you guys can see how this thing comes together, all right? Okay, YouTube, so just going to give you a little update really quick before we tear too much into it. I'm going to try to do this video with giving you guys as much detail as possible on doing the battery Relocation, or relocating the battery to the rear in the 2001 Lexus IS300 or 2001 through 05 Lexus IS300 for that matter. So anyways, we're going to be going ahead and getting into this. I know there's a ton of videos already out there with this already done, but I'm just going to try to do my own spin on it, just as kind of documenting the whole process, or the whole build process with my car. So let's get right to it. What we're doing right now is Noah's actually already tearing into it. This is obviously where the battery is in the front right there, and I'm going to be relocating my ABS as well to where the battery currently sits. Noah's already starting to take this apart right now. We're taking the back seat out. That's going to serve as a couple of purposes. Not only is going to help us run the cable to relocate the battery, but we'll also be accessing the fuel pump, which, as you know, is located right there, to do my my dual fuel pumps that we're going to be running. That's going to be another video later, but anyways, the battery is going to actually be placed right here in this location. So that's where we're trying to get to now. Again, Noah's already started to pull apart the back seat, and then we will get to the area that we need to go, and I will show you guys how the battery is going to all sit in there and what battery box we're going to actually be using. So there's part of the back seat. He's actually working on taking the top portion out now, and then we're going to be obviously removing these plastic panels here very carefully all the way up to this area, because this is where I want to actually run the battery cable from. We'll be going through there. That kick panel, sorry, I'm just trying to make this short so the video is not so long, and we will be coming right here to this area. Right now there's no clutch master cylinder there at the moment, but we will actually be going through there to add a clutch master cylinder as well. Okay, so what's up YouTube? So I'm just giving you guys a quick little update what we have going on. So as you can see, we already have a lot of the, excuse my lawn stuff, we already have a lot of the interior pieces out here. We were really careful to remove everything very, very carefully. Let me try to get a camera angle in there. So we got all the little trim pieces and everything off. Right now, Noah's working the last little piece to get the footrest off right there. And the reason why is because we actually want to get back in here behind the footrest. If you could see the wires right back there, we're going to be running the power cable right up through there, and then it's going to actually be going right up to that guy right there, and we're going to be going right through the top. If you could see where the wires are at right there, where the loom is, we're going to be going through the top of that with our power cable, poking a hole through that, and that's how we'll be getting into the engine bay. So again, we want to move that footrest so we can kind of stay running with the factory wire loom all the way up into the point right there, and then we're going to be punching through and running our power wire into the engine bay. So Noah's going to be working on moving that, and it's going to be running all along the bottom of here with the factory harness going all the way to the back of the car, as you can see, and we'll be going right back through there, and then coming up again all with this factory harness, as you can see, and then we're going to be poking into the trunk right behind here. You can't see right now because the lighting kind of sucks, but we'll be going through here with the factory wiring, and we'll be poking and dropping right into the trunk. We still have to, I got to get some light back there, but I'll have a better video. Alright guys, so just giving you another update of what we got going on right now as far as the battery relocation and this 2001 Lexus IS300. So right now, here's some of the interior parts that we got out. And yeah, this is the inside, what we have going on. We got these panels stripped back. Again, I've already showed you guys where we're going to be running the wire, but you can kind of see it's going to be going all through here, right through this guy right here, this hole, and over here into the trunk. We're going to be with the stock loom and running down to here and pop it out here. We still got to move the draft, but we're going to probably be mounting the battery tray somewhere in this area. Gonna obviously move some of this stuff, but yeah, here's how it's looking so far. So good. And yeah, stay with us. We should be ready to mount the battery box, which is right here on the next set, and then we're going to be obviously running the cable. Again, this is some of the stuff from my my 2001 Lexus IS300 that I crashed. So yeah, stay with us. We'll be updating you again here in just a moment. Alright guys, so now Noah and I are ready to mount the box. This is where we decided we were going to mount our box at, in this location right here, as I was telling you guys earlier. This is going to be the base of the box. The wire is actually going to come down right here, the power wire. We're going to probably ground somewhere over here. It looks like there's already a pre-out right there, which one of the trunk hooks was, one of the factory tie-downs was actually right there. So we'll probably use that to actually secure our mount. I'm sorry, our ground. Yeah, right now we're going to go ahead and drill this guy out. I'm actually going to be using a 1/2 drill bit. That's like the closest size that I could get to the actual rods, that are going to be holding the battery box in place. And then obviously for the battery tie down is going to be attached to the top of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. Stay tuned. We'll update you guys again once we have that all in place. We're going to be jacking the car up from the bottom and trying to go through and see if we could actually get a backup nut and a washer on one side, and then obviously we'll have a nut and a washer on the top. That should secure the box, and then there's some other pieces to that as well. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, YouTube, so giving everyone a little update of what we got going on the relocation. So as you can see right here, we already came through. We got our power wire ran. We're going to be buttoning it up a little cleaner, obviously cleaning this up. I just want to show you guys where it's going right here. We have it running right here. That's going to be going to the actual starter. And then we'll be obviously moving that out of the way and doing everything as far as getting that removed. But just to kind of show you guys, the power wire is all running here. If you want to actually kind of look, you can see where it's ran up there. Let's see if we can get a good clear shot of that. If not, I'm sure you guys kind of understand. So it's tucked there. It actually goes tucked up under the fuse box in here, and then it runs along the factory wiring loom. We have all of that going inside here and running, as you can see, with the whole factory loom all the way back through to the trunk. And then when we get in here to the trunk, here's what we got going on. We have, again, that's all run with the factory loom. We have our box all nice and secure here. As you can see, that's like nice and stable. We have all of that all bolted in. So here's the power side. We still need to hook up the ground, which is actually going to be right here. Again, as I was saying earlier in the video, we're probably going to utilize this factory bolt that's actually right there. I think that's for like one of the trunk tie downs right there. And then we'll actually have another bolt just to kind of back it up, and we're going to put some battery gel on there as well. So that'll be the ground. And then the rest of the box is over here. We just got to kind of get that in there. Just kind of wanted to show everyone what it looks like right now at this point of the video, but we will be shooting another one. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Everything's all torn apart, as you guys can see, but we're trying to run this really clean and neat and make it look as factory as possible. So we're going to start trying to put all of this back together now, and then we'll shoot another video and kind of show you guys where we are once we have the battery out, right before we actually start the ABS relocation. So stay tuned. I know it's a lot of work, but we're going to keep on pushing through here, me and Noah, my son. And once again, like I said, once we get this whole mess out of the way, and right before we actually start to do the ABS relocation, I have a factory JDM right-hand drive ABS bracket that I'm going to be using in place of the stock battery bracket. So that's how we're going to actually mount the ABS right here. That's what you need to mount it properly. And then instead of using like the chase bays or any of the other ABS relocation kits, I'm actually just going to take the stock factory hard lines and just carefully bend them to the position that I want them to actually sit, so that the ABS can sit in the factory battery location. So stay tuned. We're going to be getting at it. Lots of work to do, but like I said, this is the start to finish build. And yeah, you guys, if you want to see it, follow the channel right below, subscribe, and yeah, you can see this Is300 build start to finish.
Sometimes I break, but that shit don't happen too often. Deal with my losses, swerving through lanes and I drive with no caution. Drink on that hand till a nigga feel nauseous. Believe in that process. Mama told me it'd be nice like